Hi, my name is Randy Lacy. I'm a music professor here at Sam Houston State University. I teach voice. And I have a couple of stories I would like to share with you, one of which is about a friend of mine, and one story that's about me personally. The first story actually is not about a man who is of the LGBT community, but he was a dear friend of mine, and he came home one day to the apartment where he and his girlfriend had been living to unfortunately discover that his girlfriend had shot herself and committed suicide. And he, of course, was devastated. A year later, I got together with this friend and asked him, "How are you doing?" And he said to me, "Well, I look at it this way. I see myself as this geometric plane that is extending out in all directions, and in the middle of it there is this wound. And the wound isn't going away, but as I grow, the wound appears smaller." I thought, wow, how profound. And that, means, of course, that the difficulties that you go through in life don't necessarily go away, but at least you live through them, and you get stronger, and you realize that you can live beyond the pain and the difficulties in life. In regard to my own story, two of my early relationships in my life with male partners. One was a 4-year relationship, and the second one was a 6-year relationship, and both of those relationships ended up breaking up. The first partner came home one day and said, "I need space." And at that point in my life, being what I felt was abandoned, I thought of it as abandonment. It was, as far as I was concerned, the worst thing I could imagine. And I was devastated by it, and grieved over that loss for at least a year. And fortunately found a second partner, and he and I were together for 6 years. And one day he came home to me and said, "I need space." Same words. And the second time was not better than the first time, it was worse. I disintegrated because my life had become a subset of his life, and I didn't know who I was anymore. And the message that I would have to tell you about that is that eventually I got beyond it. Eventually I discovered that there is still love in the world, that what I feared the most, abandonment, even though at the time I felt like it was killing me, and the second time I lost 17 pounds in a month, and people all thought I was dying. I didn't die. I actually lived through it and became stronger. And I'm now as happy as I've ever been, really. I'm glad to tell you that life does get better. You'll live through it. So, thanks.